Guys, deluded. Now, I thought I'd talk about a couple other transfers at other clubs allegedly. I know with the World Cup being finished, we're seeing a lot of acceleration. I've already previously said there's a lot of Munich players that look up for sale. Allegedly, they'll listen to offers for Thaigo, Vidal, Alaba, Boateng, Bernat. I mean, it sounds like suicide essentially. Rabiot sounding like he will leave PSV if the right offer comes. Lewandowski, I don't know if I've already said him of Munich. Several other players at several other clubs is hotting up. We've already seen Jorginho join a club, Fred join a club, Torreira come to Arsenal, Malcom being linked with everybody. So it's a madness. Seri going to Fulham, they bagged that one out. Wolves been signing some decent players of a decent calibre. So yeah, let's crack on. Spurs allegedly and Everton are leading the chase for Malcom. More so Everton, based on the links I've seen in the last 12 hours or so. Allegedly, Bordeaux want 30 plus million and things like that for the man who scored 12 goals, 7 assists. He was a player I really wanted at Arsenal. I watched him last year. I think he's not the player he can be yet. He's still a rough diamond, but his pace, his energy, he dives a lot as well. I mean, I don't like that, but it's the will to win, I guess, similar to Suarez. In that regard of the cheating thing. So he is a good player, and he is one that will get you out your seats. Arsenal need a winger. Spurs have needed that player as well for many years. I mean, to accompany Kane and Dele when he grabs goals and Eriksen and that. Yeah. If Everton do get him, it's a coup for Everton. I don't think he'll be there long. So on that basis, they could sell him for more money. He'll get fans out the seats. Ultimately, he's a good player, and he's no disrespect to Everton, but he can do better than Everton. So that would be a good signing on top of a couple good signings they've made already, and the players existing at the club. And Marco Silva's got a chance to prove a lot of doubters wrong that doubt his credentials. So it looks like an attractive proposition for him. You probably like to think his wage demands would be quite high to sign for Everton, and to which I say, if he does go to Everton, no disrespect to Everton, but having been linked with Atletico, Arsenal, Spurs, even Chelsea once upon a time, PSV once upon a time, and Inter Milan, whether that was for a loan with the option of a fee or just flat out fee, you'd have to wonder if all of these clubs have been interested and it looks like he's going to Everton. What are the reasons behind that? Does he legitimately deem Everton the best place for his development and scope, and that feels he's the best project for him at the time? Is there a problem with the player that only those on the inside of the football circuit know about? What else? Does he have medical problems that people are turned off by? Does he did his wage demands or demands of his agent and things like that put off a lot of top clubs? I don't know. Like, there has to be a reason. Similar to Carvalho signing for Betis, I do believe genuinely there has to be some reason not known to the common football fan for him signing for that club, because no disrespect to Betis, Carvalho was linked with Arsenal, PSV, again, United, these big clubs once upon a time. Like, he's been there every competition, international competition. It's a case of when is he going to move. But he hasn't. So I have to think these sort of players, there has to be something, I don't want to say wrong, but something we don't know. Obviously, it looks like 160 mil double deal for Courtois and Hazard. And I mean, that's quite cheap, to be honest, on the basis of you get that for these two players in today's market. I mean, if Chelsea do let both go, it would be a kick in the teeth, having allegedly just being in for Higuain, Golovin being announced next week, that's a good signing, and all of these other additions. It is a kick in the teeth because it's now 2 steps back, but Hazard allegedly said he's open to a move. Courtois has been open for a move for a certain amount of time. If players don't want to be at the club, they don't want to be at the club, so you need to get money for them. So that's good. Obviously, I've already said Rabiot could leave PSV, to which I believe City should get interested. Thiago could go back to Barcelona, but City and a reunion with Pep should be on his agenda. Alisson, 66 million allegedly to Liverpool. That's a madness, and they need a keeper. And they look like they're building a great side. And I mean, they have to mount a title challenge next year, surely, people, in my opinion. So yeah, lastly, Lewandowski, I do believe he probably won't be forced out, but I do believe if people were to offer certain fees or try their luck, it could happen, because he's always talking about leaving Munich, and I'm pretty sure even within the last 12, I've said this before, but even within the last 12 hours, rumours have come out about that sort of stuff again. So we'll see what happens in that regards. But for now, guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.